Welcome back. This is Chris Hall here with Raised Landscaping, and this video here is going to be a little bit of story time, so I hope you guys enjoy. Projects on schedule today, couple property cleanups, laying some mulch, not nothing too crazy, trimming up some bushes, just basic lawn care stuff, man. Small jobs that can be very, very profitable. On this particular day, it actually worked in our favor because it was raining on and off all day. You can do project-based work when it's raining like this. Well, you can still mow when it's raining like this, but it can be a little bit tricky because you have to slow down. The cleanup takes a little bit longer, that sort of thing. You don't want to put any ruts in the yard. You can slide, that sort of thing. So this day actually worked out for us good that we had projects on schedule and not mowing. I'm sure you guys saw from the thumbnail of the video that we lost a client after the very first mow, and I'll give you a backstory on how this happened. She reached out to my answering service about mowing services, and we was able to provide a price, and we got her on schedule. She said everything was good to go, so we came out there for the first initial mow. We did the mow. And when I got ready to receive the money, it was a note attached to it. And it said that we won't need your services anymore. We appreciate your work, but we won't need your services anymore. So the very first thing I did was reach out to the lady. Some people, they would have just left it alone at that, say, dang, okay, I guess I lost a client. But it's very rare that you lose a client on the very first mow. You know what I mean? I think this is my first time that this has happened when it comes to mowing, especially if it's somebody that wants routine service every 2 weeks. So I had to figure out what was going on. And I reached out to the lady and I said, I got your message and I just want to understand what's going on. Was the work not up to your standard? Was it communication? Is it price? Like, what's going on? Because it's very rare that somebody canceled out the very first visit. And guys, it's important that we ask questions like this. They may be tough questions, but it's important that we ask questions like this because we use this as data. You can use this information moving forward so you know what you need to do different. It's just so much that you can build off of that. It's information that you need to know. Because it's a chance that if that situation don't happen again, something else similar to it will, and you need to know how to approach it. So you need to ask those tough questions. You need to know, so you'll know what to change or what's working for that matter. All right, back to the video. So as you see in the previous clip, I was just trimming up that willow tree, trying to give it a facelift, cutting some of those limbs that's like really, really low. And you see my guy right here, he's working on that fence, just trying to clean up some of that brush that's just overgrown over time. And we also have the mulch laid. You seen, we're actually at the next job site in this video here. A tree had fell during the storm. So only thing we was doing was just cutting up the branch and tossing it in the woods. Too easy. Back to the story. So after me speaking with the lady, she told me that she just had surgery and she's used to cutting the yard herself, and she withholds a certain standard, which I totally respect. And my interpretation was that our job was not as good as what she typically does on her own yard, which that's fine. So this was my approach. I said, give us another shot, and the next time we cut it, let's walk around the entire property and you show us how you would do it. If there's any areas that need to be addressed a little bit more, let us know so we can make sure that the next visit is a 5-star. We want to make sure that your standard is upheld. Our motto for my company is your lawn is our passion, and we stand by that. Anytime we have a first time mow with a new client, I always like to talk to them and say, hey, is there anything that we missed, anything that could be done better? So moving forward, you'll know how to address that and you won't be losing people. It'll look the exact same every time and the job is done right. So I think that's very important, guys. but communication is just key. And she gave us the green light to come back in 2 weeks to cut it again. Like I said, we're going to walk the property with her, and she's going to tell us how she want it done. And moving forward, we shouldn't have any more issues. I could have lost her just like that if I wouldn't have reached out to her. But communication is key, guys. Don't be afraid to ask tough questions.